Will pop up. Yeah. Okay, cool. Go out. Yeah, that's man. Yeah. Oh, you want to get live on y'all? Uh, Shalom, shalom, Yashua. Hebrew Israelites Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again, I heard the prophets of the downfall of Babylon Great. First things first, turn to the east. About praise the word too. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. With the pleasure Hebrew tongue, spreading in the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Double honor to the prophets, elders of Great Mill. And shalom to your sister brothers living in the truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying for yourselves approved. Shalom. Open up this right here. We're going to open right up into it. It's Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there should be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So right there, these things are about to be manifest at a high level. The Lord called for what? He called for a famine. You can see Esau's already putting that stuff into place, man. They using what they call a bird flu pandemic. They're saying the cows got it, the chickens got it, pretty much. In a minute, they're going to say the pigs got it. Everything that, a Babylonian American uses to eat, as far as the meat, the main meat we eat is what? Pork, chicken, and cow. So two is already on the hit list. They'll come and say that, oh, this animal you got tested positive for bird flu. So because of that, you got to euthanize all your cattle or euthanize all your chickens. And if you get rid of chickens and cows, that gets rid of another market. As far as like cheese and milk come from cows. That'll run the whole dairy industry. You got eggs come from chickens. That'll run the whole egg industry. That's two things that people eat on for protein. Because the plan was, Klaus Schwab, president of the World Economic Forum, said that he wants everybody eating bugs for protein. They don't want people eating meat, being self-sufficient. No, and then he's going to use it as a guise of a carbon footprint. Oh, because of cows and chickens, the environment is polluted. The chickens is boo-booing in the Arkansas River. Cows is poop. Methane gas causes global warming. That type of lie. But what's it going to lead to? It's going to lead to famine. Because in a minute, when all hell breaks loose, anybody going to be going to Walmart, stock up Walmart and warehouse markets and whatever little grocery food thing you got. That's not going to be filled up anymore. The provisions going to come from Esau, his military force. What they call that, rations. And you have to get your MOTB in order to be paid. That's what he gonna control the food market. There's gonna be a famine out here, and then what's left, you got to go through Esau to get it. And to get it, you're gonna need that MOTB. That's why they're setting up the internet, the digital infrastructure. The money's going digital. So all this is coming full circle to what the Lord called. He said for famine. So without the high Bashiach Shah, it's gonna be hard to eat out here because then Esau he's trying to funnel everybody into his control. gonna gauge the public's reaction off of that. Gonna seek the sword on. A modern day sword is a gun or a military force. He doesn't get, the reception that he wants. And he's looking for it to be successful. Because the way I think I can't forget what Devil said that. The Devil said, I care not what the rules be. He said, give me control of the food or something like. I want to say that was Kissinger that said that.
That was one of the Rockefellers said that.
The Rockefeller said that. Give me.
It was the one that's was the fall.
Get a civilized civilization, So now what he gonna do is he start going back to the basics. I need to get control of the food. Then I control the people's opinion. Or I can start them out. They already showed it in like some of their media. The movie Hunger Games. That's Esau diabolical plan. You got to learn that, in real time. This place to eat if they comply with what I say. Kind of like some gladiator games or something like that. Ain't gonna tell you how the devil gonna set it up. But we do know there's gonna be a famine. They're gonna control the food. And the part of that control is so that I can entice you to get the MOTB once it roll out. Devil gonna be like, without me, you can't eat. You want to be like Yahweh Shah. Because Yahweh Shah said that, we'll eat based on what's that Isaiah 65th chapter on the belief in him. So Esau want to step in place and be like, I'm God. You want crickets, you got to come to me for my systems, my technology, my provisions in place. Oh, he's going to worship too. They already got legislation to throw out the Bible. So if they throw out the Bible, he's going to come with his Bible. It looks to me like Baphomet or something, a little crazy, satanic stuff.
That goes back to Isaiah 21, that the laws and no rightful decrees that Esau even took. You go right now, they got laws just that pass with an anti-Semitism word. You can't really say nothing about it. But you're going to bring in the famine of the word as well. So it's going to be a famine of the word and a famine of food pretty soon. And that also goes to that precept I can't think of off the top, where it said they frame this mischief by law. And that's exactly what Esau even do. He framed mischief by law. Like, he trying to do everything to take the control from the people and keep it to itself. And make miserable the world while he's doing it. You got to have
many sorrows. You don't contribute to many sorrows. So that goes with that Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. That mourning is about to increase. Because that goes back to what you brought out earlier, that Revelation 12:12. He gonna come down with great wrath because he done got exposed. So part of that wrath is he gonna take the food, say you can't eat.
And the part of his exposure is that he don't have control of the narrative. So that's why he said that's why the preacher said he had but a short time. He lost the narrative, and so he only has so much time to try to gain it back. And we know that he's not going to be able to gain it back. And so I want to bring that preacher up because when the Oxys mentioned that Esau Edom think that he's above, he think he's God. When I mentioned that, this is Isaiah chapter 14, and we'll start at verse 12. All right, it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?" Right, and if you go to the meaning of Lucifer, it means light bearer. Okay, and so you look up the meaning of Illuminati, it pretty much means the same thing, light bearer. Okay, and so this is who it talks about here. These babies. It says, "Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground when you weaken the nation? But thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into the heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh Yahweh, and I will sit upon the mount of the congregation and the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." You see? And he said, "I will be like the Most High." So this is why you see all of these diabolical plans. You see Esau even setting up little programs where you can reach out to your ancestors with that that's a form of necromancy. Okay, you can actually they got this technology where you can reach out to your ancestors. They got technology where they can bring people back to life, bring people back alive. Okay, and that's the power of Yahweh by the outside. But in Esau's mind, he thinks he has the same power.
So this right here, this Revelation 18:8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famines, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, strong to the Lord Yahweh, who judgeth her. So there comes the destruction of Babylon the Great. He said, what's going to come with that? Hey, he said, death, mourning, and famine. The Lord, it's going to be at the climax. It's going to be nuclear at that point. But you sure ain't going to be able to get nothing to eat, man. Everything about to be getting burnt up. That's why the scripture said, burn her with fire. When they're talking about her plagues coming one day, they're talking about Babylon the Great America. Compared to a woman, a whore at that. You know, one that just give it up to anybody that got the right dollar. And because of that whoredom and spreading that wickedness around to all the other nations, that's why this place is about to get judged so heavily, man. And part of the judgments that we just read is famine. That's what's going to lead to death. A lot of people are going to starve to death, which is a very harsh judgment. And that's because of their pride. Nobody wanted to give it up to Yahweh by Shah. They despised the prophets. They despised the true teachings of the Bible. Which is why there's the public. They're going to agree with the elites on banning the Bible. They're going to be in agreement with that. They're going to say it's hate speech, divides people. It's a book of hatred. And they're going to go ahead and ban the Bible. And that right there going to cause a lot of civil unrest. It's that, because there's gonna be a lot of Edomites that's like, hey man, I pray sweet baby Jesus every night. You can't ban my Bible. Right. You know, a lot of church going people. That's gonna show a lot of people that it's real. So everybody right now is going business as usual. But let that Amos 8 and 11 go on the play where they ban the Bible. That's gonna wake up a lot of people. It's gonna be like a shock to their system. Like what? I can't believe. Then it's gonna show the reality of it. That this place was not built on Yahweh Bashar righteousness. It's built on wickedness. So they're going to have to, like, a lot of people got to swallow that hard truth. They're going to loop. This place is wicked, you know? And they're like, they're not going to be built up enough to withstand it. They're going to get that shock to the system down their bank. And then they're going to say, what's the solution? A lot of the churches going to say, okay, we got to put this in your body. This micro CHIP. So you can still come to church every Sunday. And then you got to give your tithes up digitally. You know, they're going to do it like that. They're going to walk right into it. And that's gonna be they're gonna get comfort out of that. You mean if I do this, I'll be able to eat? And the pastor like, yup, Sister Ola, now get it. God wants you to get that. You know, that's what all the, especially IUSPK. Didn't they say something like that already? IUSPK, that's like you think God didn't want you to eat?
Oh yeah.
You gotta get that micro CHIP.
Yeah.
So that's the Hebrew Israelite group telling you to go get it. So they shows you, hey, you got a group set up that's gonna pay like Nate. He gonna walk to go get it too. IUIC, GOCC, all them other groups that you got that 501c3, they're gonna tell their congregation to go get it. The same way in French Christianity, all of them are set up to go get it. You know, the majority of the world.
They all a part of that umbrella. They all right up on the Esau Edom system. They basically instead of the covering of the how about the outside, they took the covering. They accepted the covering of Esau Edom.
Yep. Because it's the covering of the world. The covering of the world is covering of Esau Edom.
And what was that you just read out?
Revelation 18 and 8.
Oh yeah, actually read on down to verse 9, because it actually goes verse 9 and 10. It actually goes into not only just one day, but it says Babylon the Great gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. 1 day and also 1 hour.
Yeah, I got one while you look that up.
You got it, huh?
It's Ecclesiastes 11 and 26. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to award a man according to his ways. And you know, we're out here doing this work, hoping that in that day that we'll get mercy from the Most High and we'll be fed.
What was you saying out? What was that precept you read?
Ecclesiastes 11 and 26. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. And what I was saying was, we're out here doing this work, you know, hoping that in that day that he'll see that we was diligent in the time of grace, and we'll receive mercy, and we won't be going through all of the things that most of the world is. Basically, his men will eat.
And then that goes to the balance of you, how about y'all shot too. Because it's an easy thing for the Lord to judge you for your work. So if your work is full of sin and iniquity, the Lord, how about y'all have no problem giving you that righteous judgment, which would be, the judgment for your sin and iniquity, which would be destruction. All right, and then the same thing on the flip side. You're trying to get right. You in the spirit of repentance. And how about y'all will deliver you out of this sin, destruction, and famine?
I got one to go right with that, man. It's Isaiah 65:13. And it reads, Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So he said his servant shall eat, drink, and rejoice. Why the famine is going on? Which links up to Job the 5th chapter. He said we will laugh when the famine comes, because we're going to be well to the curl. That's why we put in the work now. Because we know the famine is coming. We're being prudent. We perceive the evil time coming, so we do the work of the Lord. That way we look for the Lord to feed us. That way we ain't got to look for Esau to feed us or his micro CHIP. The hour of temptation, we're going to look at that and look to avoid it altogether. We're not going to be looking for CHIP stations to go get it. We're going to be looking to get away from Esau at that point, And that's why, we're looking for this precept to go into play. The Lord said, I'll feed you. I'll give you something to drink. You're going to rejoice. You're going to have plentiful. Where everybody else struggling, hoping, Esau, can get the next 30 in line, to get the micro CHIP, we're going to be somewhere, eating good, somewhere out the way, taken care of and preserved through the sand pearls. Then he said he would promise for his servants. Then he said we'll rejoice.
I got one. Like she said, we're going to be eating good. Those over there who didn't trust in the Lord, they're going to be getting their shit rationed out to them and getting their little chip siphoned out for that little bit of bread. And this is Revelation 6:6. It says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny. So hey, the Lord said, hey, there's gonna be rations out here, man. You don't have to spend everything you got on just a measure of wheat, man. Or reading on it says a measure of wheat for a penny, a measure of barley for a penny, and I see that thou hurt not the oil and the wine. So everything is gonna be everything is gonna be like rationed out, real tight in that day. So people are gonna be starving and going back, and cannibalism is gonna come back. They're gonna be eating their own kids again, man. And the scripture speaks to that.
I got a quick precept right here too, but these are the very same people that gonna be in that same scenario when they've been rationing out. And then Yahweh Shah said, Isaiah 31, it said, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh Shah, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not with of my spirit, that they may add into sin. You see, and that's the sin, that's the iniquity. Okay, they decided to go, follow after the ways of Esau, verse 2. And he said that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And that's going to be pretty much everything that what we just got to reading. If you go along with Esau Edom, that's going to be your fate. All right?
I got one right quick. This is Proverbs 3:33. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesses the habitation of the just. Go back to what we were just saying. Basically, if you follow in his word, then in that day, you're going to get, the blessing. Whereas if you don't, you turn your back on him, you're just going to be stuck with this wicked world that Esau is building for himself.
That goes perfect. This right here. This is Job 5:19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Verse 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Verse 21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. Verse 22. to the point. And it says, "At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth." The Lord right there saying, "I'm about to deliver you in these, in these seven troubles. You say I delivered thee in six troubles, yea, seven. So when the seven comes, number completion. We at the end, we in the seventh, we in the last leg. He said, thou shalt no evil touch thee. And part of the evil is, starving to death, not having no food, not having no substance. Because he said, at the destruction and famine, thou shalt lie. So we gonna sit there laughing, eating a turkey leg, while Jake over there probably gonna be begging for us to get some of that food. He gonna have a device in his hand or his head, and he's still gonna be hungry. We over here, no device. We living good. We gonna laugh at him. Like I told you, serve the Lord, little hard-headed little boy. Now look at you. Didn't I tell you E wasn't gonna do you no good? Didn't I tell you E wasn't gonna do you no good? Now I'm over here eating. I'm good. I'm gonna take it away from him.
You eating, you good, and you got your son in the crock pot. You over here
Wow.
like
that ate little TJ yesterday, huh? Looking real sad.
And to prove that, this is 2 Kings 6:28. It says, "And the king said unto her, What alive thee?" It says, and she answered, "The woman said unto me, Give me the son, that we may eat him today, and I will eat him tomorrow." But going on in that story, man, these women was in the midst of famine, and they said one woman tricked the other one. She said, "We're gonna eat your son today, and tomorrow we're gonna eat my son." And then she hid her son, so they just ate her son. So that time is gonna come back again, man.
You got a lot of type of times about to come in, man. Look, it's gonna go perfect what you just pulled out. At the second edge of 16 and 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? That's gonna be the 2/3 saying that. After they ate little TJ, then they looking, for something new to eat. And then they're gonna look up like this little broke Negro that was on the block over here eating all this good food. Then they gonna be so famous and perish where they can't put up no fight because they all skinny, stomach touching the back. We all eating all good. We all, man, get out of here. I told you, serve the Lord. You want to serve Esau. Now look at you. Didn't I tell you was gonna starve serving this devil? And you ain't got the micro CHRP, you still starving? Because it just because you get that micro CHRP is not compared to Esau gonna feed you. He just wants you to get that thing, that way you discount your salvation. He's gonna do what we say all the time, I can 52 fake out. Like you thought I was gonna feed you, you ain't got that. Now he might say, according to the numbers, we're only able to feed the first 50. The rest of y'all, hey, good luck. And then they gonna be mad. I done went and got this thing, and then I look up and I seen this dude, he was over somewhere in a little trailer eating food, doing good. I come back, he's gone, and this how you doing me? And then that's why I go to sit there early, that shame gonna cover them. They're gonna feel real, real stupid. He gonna make them feel dumb. They can't go fight. He gonna come to race soldiers. They gonna be in the cloud. First you was starving. Now you done got did by the sword. I got a quick preacher just to back you up with it. This is Proverbs 1:26, and it says, "And I also would laugh at your calamity." And notice how he said, "I also," and that lets you know that the spirit of Yahweh is gonna be among the elect. Okay, because he said, "I also would laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. When your fear cometh as the desolation, and your destruction come as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh. They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof." I like that. He said, they despised my counsel, my reproof. They go into the fame of the word right there. They despised it. They didn't want to hear it. And then when they get done bad, then they gonna want to hear it, but it's not gonna be here no more. Fame of the word done hit. You either got it or you don't. They're gonna be hollering on Jesus, and there's gonna be no remedy, because that's not his name. You had the opportunity to get the name right. You had the opportunity to get the right doctrine. You had the opportunity to be a part of this. But a lot of Jake chose not to. That's why he said they lacked the knowledge. They didn't go by the review. Jake don't want to get right. They want to eat that pork and break all the laws. Jake don't want to see them. The lost commandments and restrictions. Jake don't like restrictions. That's why they're gonna be all for the Bible ban. When it goes out.
Real quick, this is another precept right here. This is what Jacob don't be doing down that famine of the word right here. This is Judge chapter 10 and verse 14. And it said, go and cry unto the God which you have chosen, and let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. You see? And that's what Yahweh outside is going to tell us. But when he said, I will not hear you, when you call on him, he's going to tell you exactly what we just got to read in Judge the 10th chapter. You know, and there's another precept where Yahweh Shai said, what was it said? How Yahweh Shai have that not prophesied in thy name? You know, Luke paraphrasing, he said, go get from me around me because I never knew you. Okay, and that's what Yahweh Shai is going to do to those who refuse and take heed to his word.
Yeah, I was waiting for one of y'all to bring that out. So this is Psalm 9:16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executes. Thy wicked is snared in the works of their own hands. Selah. Essentially, when the day of the Lord comes, what side of the fence you on, the left or the right, is really going to all be about you. You ain't going to have nobody to blame. That's why when the judgment hit, you know, it's going to be all on you. You can't say it was, you didn't know, because brothers been out here preaching it for the last 40 years, you know, and you should have stepped up to the plate, but you was too busy, you know, idolizing the world instead of taking up this word and actually making it part of it.
And when they come looking for it, it's going to be too late. And this is Ezekiel 3:26. It says, and I will make the tongues cleave to the roof of thy mouth. And he's talking about the prophets. And it says, I will make the tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth that they may be dumb. That dumb means that we won't be speaking. We won't be out here breaking these words down, telling you, because we're doing that right now. But like when the famine of the word comes, hey man, it's going to be through. We're going to be out praying and seeking the Lord. We ain't going to be out here trying to break down when all hell is breaking loose. Read it on. I will make thy tongues cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that they may be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover. And that's exactly what we were just talking about. Jake don't want to be reproved right now, but when all hell breaking loose, they're going to be wanting the words, and then the Lord said, nope, we ain't going to be no reprovers to you. And it says, for thy are a rebellious house. And that's exactly what Jake is, a rebellious house. They don't want to listen right now, but when they get hit over the head, then they're going to be like, oh yeah, let me, what you saying again? And it's going to be too late for you. You got it out.
Ain't skipping that.
Real
quick, this is further drive the point home. This is John chapter 15 and verse 22. And it says, if I have not come and spoken unto him, they had, so like, I'm gonna read that again. Right? John 15 and 22 from the top, it says, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. Okay, and that goes back to what the Barak just mentioned earlier in Kedar. Is basically when if they had this chance to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, but and this is why Yahweh Shah said, if he had not come, then they wouldn't have been sin. But now that they had that chance to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, there is no more cloak for that sin. So there is no coverage. All right.
I got one.
Repentance about to close. Yep.
This is Ezekiel 3:17 and 18. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, the word at my mouth, and give them warning for me. You know, one of the things that the 2/3 don't realize is that we're speaking this word in the spirit that's coming from the Most High. But they too busy looking at us on a worldly scale and seeing us as just simple men that ain't worth listening to and taking advice. And they don't realize that what we're doing is in the spirit and it's not of our own, ammunition.
Yeah, a lot of them want to hear the lies that the Christian church told, because they come in their spirit when they say, prophesize unto me deceit. All right, they don't want to hear the truth.
Well, Pastor Porchard got the brand new 2024 Cadillac outside in the parking lot. That's enough to make his word legit to a lot of people, man.
Yeah, but he got off day down, making this look real foolish.
Yeah, that's true.
That was off your money. Like, that's off you being a fool.
You riding the bus to church.
Yeah. You in a car like that should really make you stop and think. Like, that just shows how strong blues they in. Yeah, you riding the bus or a hoopty, and you giving him all your money, he in a 2024 Cadillac. Like,
you've been doing that for 10, 20 years instead of getting this truth that the Lord said will be free.
And
Hold for a while.
hold there for a tick. My people are perish for lack of knowledge, and that does not consider. You don't look prepared for it.
And at the church, Pastor Porchop will drive past you on the bus stop, won't even offer you a ride home in the car you said.
In that car you bought.
Yeah. He waving at you, shit on the bus stop.
I see you in church on Sunday.
It's going to be a two-time loser because it's going to be just like the days of Noah. That door going to shut and they ain't going to have a ride again.
That was wrong. Based on you listening to a blind leader. You know, because like I'm going to pull this up. We've been saying it the whole time. I don't know if we pulled it out of time to bring it out again. It's Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, Yahweh, that I send a famine to the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And we're in the season of that right now. They're using that anti-ass thing to, find a loophole to block out the Bible. So while we out here trying to get them the word, and they look at it like ruining their day, and like we've been saying all day, when it's gone, then they gonna want it. Now that it's here available, they don't want it. Yeah, now that it's available, they don't want it. Once it get put up and it's gone, then they gonna want it. And like I read that one precept earlier, we're gonna act dumb. We're gonna root into our mouth. I'm applying it. At that point, it's gonna be very evident where you stand there, on the left hand and right hand. If you don't know the Lord's name, true name, Yahweh Shah, if you don't know the true doctrine at that point, I already know whose team you play for. I ain't gonna try to deal with you. But you should have been getting this truth like I was getting this truth. And the Lord done did all kinds of things. Should have made Rich Jakes say it, flex it, trying to get Jake off in the truth. You had Kyrie Irving, Kanye West. They back off in the world. They worldly men, but that was the Lord trying to show, like, he's trying to deliver that peace token, lend the hand. Like, let me help you out. Let him put a post in, show Hebrew Israelite. Let Kanye West say this, Hebrew Israelite, to put it out there to watch how they get attacked. That was Jake to see that and consider. And I seen Jake see that and consider and go right back into the world. I was like, this dude done.
And Jake don't even listen to nobody but their own enemy. And the Lord even allowed your own enemy to tell you and bring it out. He allowed Putin to open up the archives and, hey, this is y'all. And they still considered, I'm going back to the world.
God, you're right. You so right. The world leader. He might pull it out. That should have been Jake's wake up time. Now, you got a little something going on TikTok. Jake trying to get a little, a little bit of the light. But for the most part, a lot of Jake's like, shoot, I'm still feeding my belly. That food's still going. The famine ain't hit yet. So since Jake say I can feed my belly, I got something to drink, something to smoke, something, to cut on, it's all good. Forget what that broke nigga talking about. They ain't gonna, like say, it's gonna be twofold, famine of the word and famine of food. When those two things take place, then Jake is gonna want to consider. But at that time, it's gonna be too late.
They're gonna be like Amos 8:12.
Yep. This is Amos 8:12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
That's J. Cole MO. They wait to the last minute and then go run and try to search and find something when they had it all right there in front of them at one point in time, but they chose not to grab it.
Yeah, I got two preachers that's back over with the hot kid, but when you mentioned Kanye West and Kyrie Irving, and they brought out, who the true people was, and then when they got that attack, they fainted. All right, so this is Ecclesiastica, aka 2:13, and it said, "Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended." And see, and that's another thing. Yahweh Shah did not defend Nick Cannon. He did not defend Kyrie Irving and all of those other, celebrities who turned Jake. And that's the reason why, because they really didn't have no belief, all right, in Yahweh Shah. All right, and you read on in verse 14, and it says, "Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?"
Starve. A lot of them gonna starve. You know what they're gonna do. Lord has said it. Famine, sword. It's gonna lead to pestilence and death.
Heart filling and spirit.
God.
And see, in verse 15, and it says, "And they that fear the Lord, Yahweh Shah, will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways." And see, that's a perfect example It was beautiful that the Ark brought that up because Yahweh Shah showed those who fear the Lord Yahweh Shah, they're going to obey the words of Yahweh Shah. They're not going to fold. They're not going to faint. Now Yahweh Shah showed an example with Nick Cannon and Kanye West what they do. Okay, they act like they was about Yahweh Shah, and then when he thought he put that pressure on them, they exposed him. You see. And those are the people, that's a perfect example of a non-believer right there.
Wasn't a searchable man.
Yep.
They wasn't gold. They sure they was wood. Yep. So that fire came, they burnt right up on it.
Now that's the beginning of this chapter right here. Now you brought that up.
Yeah. They wasn't acceptable man. They wasn't in the gold. They wasn't about it. But y'all knew it. Because the Lord ain't dealing with rich, sell out jakes. He's dealing with the poor. So I heard them say that, and I'm like, man, as soon as they add a little pressure, he be back, doing what he was doing before.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring that out. This is Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach 2 and 5. And it said, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity.
Yeah, see that fire came, that adversity came, and they folded up, they burnt up, they was wood. You didn't see no gold.
Right.
They ain't still out there pumping people Israelite going strong like that about it. But they not on the highway and hedges. Those were sellouts. They watched the video and felt compelled try to be a man, and what did Esau prove? To me, he showed they're not men.
You a little boy.
Little baby nuts. So when he put some pressure, they got scared. I'm like, man, you got all these resources. You didn't outsource none of your money. You ain't trying to go off grid, nothing. You just got scared that easy. But see, they showed us too. Because they showed persecution coming early. They showed us when he gonna come for the real man. But see, we ain't gonna fold up like that. You gonna, hey, whatever, pack it up. Or you gonna take this Esau, go ahead and take it. We go off in the woods on this butt. Like, we gonna pound for Yahweh Shah all the way to the end, Lord willing.
The true man of the Lord are gonna be beat out faithful unto death.
Exactly. And then I'm gonna hit this right here because it's gonna talk about the 2/3. Because it's talking about them not getting the word while it's available. This is 2nd Esdras 9 and 9. Then should I be in pitiful case, which have now abused my ways, and they that had cast him away despitefully shall dwell in torments, starving to death. That's going to be bad, very torment. In verse 10. But such as in their life have received benefits have not known me. So you done got the gift of Yahweh. You done blessed us, but you didn't never know him. And the prophets trying to tell you how to get to know him through the voice of the Lord. The Lord said, I want to get to know you. Here's my name. I'm trying to tell you my name. I'm trying to tell you what I like, what I don't like. I'm trying to get a relationship with you. But Jake like, no, man, I want to hear what Esau got to say about it. They go to sweet baby Jesus. Like they say, cheesy rice. They go to him. And they don't get the truth. They get the lies, which is going to hurt them in the long part. That's why I said they're going to be in pitiful case. And then I'm going to read this. This is 2nd Esdras 9:11. And they that have lost my law, while they had yet liberty, and when it's yet a place of repentance open unto them, understood not, but despised it. So the doors of repentance is open right now. Through what? Through this word. This word is the establishment of a relationship from Yahweh Shah. That's what the word is all about. And when it's relayed to you in the proper context, in the proper way, Jake should feel an attachment to it. Especially hear the curses we done been through. Like that should wake Jake up like, oh, hold up, I am the people. You gotta look at too. They change your destination every 20 years. You don't went from being colored, Negro, African American, black. They done changed it's like every 40 years they classify us as different names. That's how Jake thinking right there, like, oh no, you don't know who I am. Let me find out who I am. Let me research. That's called considering. That's due diligence. That's seeking out. But only certain ones do that. And that's the ones the Lord wants right there. Because we're seeking his ways and seeking his face. What's that? 2 Chronicles 7:14 said, those that seek my face, determine of his ways, and I heal your land. Hopefully we're doing that. 2/3 is not. And we're telling you there's a cutoff line, there's a deadline. It's not just open forever.
Ezekiel 7:26, I'm going to read this in the NIV. It says, calamity upon calamity will come, and rumors upon rumors. They will go searching for a vision from the prophets, and priestly instructions in the law will cease. The council of the elders will come to an end, man. And that's going to come. And the Lord's going to allow his word to be gone. He did it before. He's going to do it again. And if you ain't got what you need to, continue in faith and strong and make it, hey, you're gonna be caught out there rough. Hey, cause you're gonna get tossed to and fro by Esau, and you're gonna end up in a concentration camp or some a FEMA camp, or you're gonna end up in a hole in the ground with like another 100 dead bodies in it.
All right.
Real quick, now I mentioned earlier, this pretty much gonna go around full circle because you read that second Ezra 9 and 9, right? When he said they have yet liberty and they have not known me. And that pretty much through the Spirit about made me think about Isaiah 1 and 3. Okay, because it says the ox knoweth his owner and the ass his master crib, but Israel do it not consider. All right, and he said, my people do it not. Salaka. They said, but Israel do it not know, my people do it not consider.
Do it not consider. Why? Because they're too distracted. Too much food going around. This ain't like Africa or a third world country. This place, man, you got some money in your pocket, you can eat whatever you want to eat. Babylon the Great. This place is all about eating and gluttony. You know what I'm saying? We ain't right here. Black Wall Street, it's all kind of eateries all up and down the block. Sit up and eat. You know, they got certain stores, all you can eat, restaurants, sit up there and eat till your belly about to pop. Because of that, they like, man, I don't need to know the Lord already know me. You know, they don't even consider. You know, but we in the time to consider, like I said, we almost in closeout season. It's almost time, it's like, hey, the Lord putting a for sale sign on Babylon the Great, all the businesses closing up. The works is about to close up as well, too. Because once they put the anti-S bill and ban the Bible, we probably get the decree from Apostle to order to say, hey, the work is done. You know, stay prayed up and, you know, keep up with your family and apply the scriptures, actually. You know, he's probably going to tell us that. That's it. And that's what Jake going to be on the internet hard, vigorously. You know, our phone's going to blow up.
They're going to stop watching them memes and laughing. And like, where them prophets at?
Yeah, they ain't going to be seeking us out, man. We're going to seek to get away from them, man. You already, your judgment is sealed. He told you. We'll say, we've been out, what, 3 years now, going on 4? Maybe 4 years? Telling Jake, hey, man, Jake, get with the Lord, man. And most Jake walk by like, man, some niggas out there again. You know, Jake don't want to hear it, especially Eve. They don't want to hear it. But wait till Esau be like, oh, you go to all the chicken factories, no more chicken wings. Oh, then we're going to have their attention then. And at that point, the Lord, hey, we're not going to hurt from food you no more.
Store's empty. Yeah, they're going to be like, what's going on? Eve ain't my food stamp. I got a lot of food stamps, but there ain't nothing in the stores. Yeah, you're going to be through.
It's going to be on TikTok, YouTube. And look, see, we say that, I'm going to bring this out. It's the first time to bring this out. The second Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sowing places of ground sowing, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. That's what I say. Hey, store's going to be a full balance on your food stamp card or your MOTV account. You know, but you can't buy nothing because all the stores closed. They close down now. They got a retail apocalypse.
Keisha gonna go to Walmart, ain't nothing in there, then she gonna be on somebody's dinner plate. BBL or not,
Yeah. They're gonna say, hey man, you gotta pull the plastic out. Pull the plastic out.
I don't want to choke on that.
Yeah, get to the meat.
There's tender around there. It's already been worked up.
Yeah. Man, make sure you get the silicone out. You know, then you eat the meat.
Yeah, these storehouses is through. Just look at Walmart now. They meat section is all picked all over. All the canned goods damn near gone. Like the store shelves used to be stocked to the back.
Yeah.
Now they got all the shit pushed up front, and then like you move one can, it's empty back there.
Hey, don't go to a dollar store like Family Dollar General.
Especially the one by my house. And it's like ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing on the shelves, man. They still got it on the little cart.
No, we had a truck yesterday, but like y'all had a truck yesterday and it's like this.
Hey, ain't no little trying to go get no medicine from that store. Hey, you ain't getting like 2 Tylenol pills on the thing.
Got some baby aspirin over there, but nothing else.
God, man, it's getting to that point, man. If we ever tell the Jake, hey, seek the Lord while it may be found, man. The devil's coming down the pipeline, and they're getting tighter and tighter. The order with this word, I just came off with strike. You know, I look at it for nothing. Because I use some TikTok material. Until they're going to ban TikTok. Look, they get the majority of their teaching on TikTok. Not the YouTube with us. Not, any other little social media place. Mostly TikTok. So Esau know that. He going to cut off TikTok. Now all your little spiritual gurus, You know, the whole TikTok, everybody gonna be cut off at that point. People living their life off TikTok. They eat off of TikTok.
Yep.
So when TikTok go off, he ain't got no job, he ain't working. That set him up for the MOTV. He's like, I gotta eat. He said, I got your back. Then we got this new thing. It's innovasive. You be an outpatient. You go in, it's a real little pinch. You come out and you get, 10 boxes of crickets. And little squeak, little juice pearls.
Poke a hole in, nigga, squeeze it.
You have to enjoy your 15 minutes
In your shoes, that's all you gonna be. 15 minutes in. Hey, you got 15 minutes to run around. Do everything you need to do and get back to your prison, your pupil. That's not living, man, but that's how he trying to make it out here. And the Lord said he gonna bust all that up because the people gonna rebel. Even when they start, they might do that for a month or two. After they go, I need freedom.
Right.
I need 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't get here in 15 minutes.
I see them niggas in China jumping out the windows and shit when they had them on lockdown. Like,
God, that ain't gonna last. So the Lord said, I'm sure this place in 1 hour. I said, we ain't gotta hold out long. Akim and Aqua. Like when this MOTB come in and February hit off, hey, y'all shots quickly on the way. We just gotta hold out. But they say hold out, weather the storm. Like look how symbolic it is. It's raining right now. You just gotta hold out through the rain.
he said,
Lord said, I got you.
what did he say? He said, for the election sakes, the days shall be shortened.
God.
So
Yep, and Matthew.
in that time, the days gonna be shortened for the elect's sake. So when the MOTB roll out, hey, the time gonna be speeding up. They already said this, the day is going by faster than what it used to do.
They said that.
So,
According to their science,
exactly.
you know it, according to the scripture. He's speeding up for our sakes. The devil's down there he gonna down there destroy all life. He said, for all flesh, be destroyed. This devil trying to destroy all flesh. You got chemicals in the air going at a hard clip, chemicals in the water. And that's the little stuff we know, man. This devil probably going real diabolical. He probably pumping everything full of chemicals. Pumping frequencies and everything.
Cracking the shit out of the ground.
God, this devil wants a straight genocidal campaign. It's like you go back to full circle. Revelation 12:12. This time is short. The time is speeding up. Time ain't on Esau's side. Time is on our side. We got the W. You got the game in hand. You trying to run the ball out. You trying to get the time off the clock. This devil, he trying to clock you. Before you clock it. This devil call a timeout. He trying to kick that long ass impossible field goal.
Call it foul.
He
Fouling, yeah, basketball, he fouling.
They trying to roll that ball down the court slowly so the time won't come on.
Just at the last minute, he trying to extend time. That's why he's doing artificial intelligence. That's why he's getting rid of all the ways we farm. And he don't want you to be self-sufficient. He wants you to come to his system.
He already making unrighteous decrees about you can't grow a garden in your own backyard.
God.
They just took a law off saying you can't collect rainwater to drink or use.
God. And that's all that leads to famine. He want to starve you out. So you come to him for some food. That's the whole point where you be trying to tell Jake how you can avoid that snare. You got the cheat codes, man. We got the juke move, man. Put a move on Esau. The move is Yahweh Bashem Rashad. The Lord said, I got you. I got the hook up, how lift you hear me.
What's that freedom where the Apostle Paul said we are not ignorant of Satan's devices? We literally telling you Esau Edom game plan right here.
Yeah.
He's literally telling you right there what I just said is that we like we mentioned earlier, Esau Edom got a God complex. And so by the fact that he got a God complex, he's trying to do everything he can just to have total control. That's basically what he wants. Total control. He's addicted to that power. All right. And so that's his game plan right there. And so we telling you not to fall for the trickery, the Esau Edom devices. Be aware and call on Yahweh Shah.
All right, avoid that devil. Overstep him, man. He lost. He losing. We got the W. Look past his butt, man. I know that they cannot get past Esau. They just cannot do it. They, like the scripture said, they're homeborn slaves. Third guard. They gotta get trade to Esau. I'm like, all he gonna do is starve you out. And like I said earlier, they doing it, man. Bill Gates hell, they putting it on mainstream public news. Then he buying all the farmland. He not doing it to do nothing good. He doing that so you can't grow nothing and feed yourself or feed your family. This dude's supposed to be worrying about computer stuff, not buying up farmland so you can't grow nothing. Then the devil done went to pestilences and want to give you juice. I'm like, hold on, you must be worried about microchips, dude.
What the hell you doing in that field?
Exactly. He done swerve
that's
all
your
these little
expertise.
lanes, looking like a bad scientist, looking like a Sith Lord. I get to put a hoodie on him.
Hey.
You know, you watch story and they said put a hoodie on Gates of
And that's the
Hell.
spirit right there, because we telling you, we talking about Gates of Hell, who we started out in computers, but it further proves out how Esau Edom moves, because he does not keep his feet in his own house. He don't say he ain't even staying in his own lane.
Oh,
See,
Right,
that's the spirit of Esau Edom right there.
he doing a genocidal campaign, calling it population control.
Yep.
And everybody clapping. And he like, I got it. He get all these little numbers and equations up there. Equate the poison and all this. And this way he put an equation to erase you as a populace. And Esau's champion that. They clapped. I said, man, that's crazy. No, no way.
And the business design.
Yeah,
He didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, you're right.
He didn't mean it like that. He meant it like, nah, it meant that he wants you gone.
Yeah. Jacob, you right. They show that Jacob that you stupid. You don't understand. See, he a genius. What he made it is, he wanted to decrease the population so we can survive. I'm like, man, who's the population, Jake?
That go back to that precept in the scriptures where it says, the wise men, they listen to him, but the poor men, they help to throw him over. When
Yeah, the rich man.
Yeah,
The rich man. Gates of Hell, the rich man.
Yeah.
But we come and tell you what he about to do. They said they'll help overthrow you, set you up. But when Gates of Hell tell you, yeah, man, I'm basically trying to unalive you.
They install it to the clouds like you saying something good.
By using my device, which is like a mini sword, if you think about it, a mini sword. He gonna hit you with that venom. Which, man, it's all biblical and spiritual, man. I love it, y'all, Charlotte. Because it said he's so compared to a serpent. He's handing out venom in the form of a needle. And you got to get hit 2 times to get, the required dosage. And then, if you survive that, you got to come back for another 6 months. And if you survive that, you got to come back another 6 months. And then another till you get that magic number to where, your little heart go kablooey. And then he going to blame it on, well, the chickens was boo-booing over there. So we need to get rid of chickens and cows so that won't happen to you, because people so foolish, they'll believe that. And they'll tell us what the breed you got. Where's your medical license at? Like, oh, man, whatever, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I got one. It goes into Esau having a God complex. It's Isaiah 14:13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. The stars of God is actually the Israelites. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's been his plan the whole time.
They go right along with the 2 Thessalonians, where it said he sitting
In the temple up there, how about you, Yahushua? Yep.
That's his whole MO.
Back and that we read up a little bit in that very chapter, it literally tell you that Yahushua is going to be, because he said, then that man of sin shall be revealed. And that's literally telling you who the man of sin is. Then he went to explain he's sitting in the temple of Yahushua, showing himself that he is Yahushua. So that's why what was that? I think that 2 Thessalonians 6:28. He said, after faith shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome. And that corruption is going to be overcome by Esau. He's going to be overcome in the end. All right? And it says the truth have been so long without proof, it shall be declared. Now the truth is being spoken.
All right. Boy, the truth I tell you, seek the Lord, that way he can feed you. Because his first assault is going to be to take out. Matter of fact, them bridges going down in Baltimore, in Ohio. That's going to mess up the food supply chain. That's blockading seeds, right? And then you can use that excuse why I can't fill up the Walmart and warehouse markets and Costco.
A lot of trucking business is going down as well.
I was just thinking about that too, so they raised the gas prices.
So that goes back to trucking. That's how the food get transported. So you ruin the truck industry. Hey, food not gonna go to these stores, man.
And basically, they doing all form of transportation. Because you remember a couple years ago, they destroyed part of the train track too. That you to
Train
bring
derailment.
good. Huh?
Train derailment.
Yeah, came through the train derailment. So
Right. And there's a lot of folks transported through train too.
yeah.
So that runs that right there. So let you know easy close up, man.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff to get transferred from the train. You got the food, you got fertilizer, fertilizer to help you grow your crop.
Yeah,
for
your
farming.
food. Yeah, go ahead. You check that out.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of stuff to grow your crops right there, man. So all forms of transportation that get the food around America, aka Babylon the Great, he thought he was putting a stop to it.
Attacking the farmers. They hollering right now on the TikTok. So I want to take TikTok down.
Yeah.
Farmer, I done heard farmers say like y'all better plant y'all some stock up, man. It's not looking good for us over here. Farmer, I done heard multiple farmers say that. So that's that warning going out there. Will be a famine in the land.
And that's crazy.
We said no to, put the word out for the nation. Only hope for leg is heard.
And the farmers really didn't have no choice because he thought he gave them that get down and lay down type of deal.
Unrighteous decree.
Yep.
You decree you gotta euthanize all your cattle, your chickens, and your pigs, or
or else you're gonna get hit with all kinds of fines that you can't pay back, and then we're gonna take your farm from you.
And do GMO lab grown meat. Which probably gonna make people more sick, which is gonna lead to death.
Yeah.
Also, how that leads to death, man, without how about y'all shot. Esau can do nothing but spread death. Scripture keep telling you that. He keep saying, matter of fact, I got that pulled up. Yep. This Ecclesiastes on Sirach 39 to 29. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So he said fire, hell, and famine and death. So that's what all three of them gonna lead up to. It's gonna start out with famine. The famine gonna lead into war. War gonna lead into that fire and the hell of fire.
In fact, you read up one verse, Doc, when it said that be spirits that are created for vengeance. That's that precept.
Yep.
See those that spirits that created for vengeance. How about you outside? So now during this particular time, during famine, how about you outside going to heart and a lot of people's heart just like you did favor. And then that's what that precept going into, that be spirits that are created for vengeance. And as you read it, it says as in the 12 lay on the period of Yahweh Yahweh Luke paraphrase. See? And then that's when all of this, all hell is gonna break through then, man. So a lot of people are gonna have that crazy spirit just like Esau Edom during that time.
All right. Civil unrest. That's because the prices ain't gonna be right. There's gonna be shortages. It's gonna start with shortages. The shortage is gonna lead to famine, and the famine is gonna lead to violence. And then this is all set up to the Lord. That's why he's the one he think he being slick. I got it, I'm gonna starve him out. And that's because he got a move he gonna put into play. There are a lot of Jake don't even want to pay attention to. We keep talking about the micro, CHIP, the MOTB, and Jake can dismiss that. Nope, it's sin. It's sweet Jesus. It's sleeping with white women. Whatever little rhetoric they want to say. Even though now it's in your face, it ain't even debatable no more. They have the technology. They're promoting the technology.
Man, they got it on the news.
They're promoting the technology. So that is what it is. But Jake still don't want to acknowledge that. Even though the technology been promoted, do this, Akim. Go ask your average Jake at the job or something about the micro CHIP. A lot of them still don't even know too much about it. I'm like, what the heck?
They don't even care to know.
Yeah, they still don't know nothing about it. I'm like, man, they about to put this in your face. This is next. I just had to talk to one of my family members, and they all he couldn't dismiss it, but they just think it's so far out. I'm like, nah, you got to push this probably real soon, maybe this year.
Yeah,
or next year.
A lot of people over here saying that it ain't gonna be in our lifetime.
But I'm like, they're pushing it. On the TV, it wasn't talking about celebrities. So I'm like, yeah, I got my sick farm. It helps me focus better. I don't need my phone and my internet no more. And then all they need is one celebrity. Let them get Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Jordan had dang near all the 2/3 with Jordan and Oprah.
I give you a free pair of shoes if you get
the 13 Jordans.
Hey, they gonna line
in
up.
the top edition. Hey, you get Jordan and Oprah. That's a lot. Most of the Jakes right there in Babylon the Great. It's them too. Them to put it out there. And the technology, all they doing now is just working the kinks out of it. But it's gonna go in real soon. And before it go out, the famine gonna precede it first. The famine gonna go out first. Because I got to do something to like force you into getting it, which is gonna be your status, your comfort, and your food. That's what I'm gonna do. Then once he does that, then he gonna push it up on you. And the majority they gonna take it because they ain't been built up in the spirit to resist it. They just gonna take it. They gonna feel like a lot of they gonna say, I ain't got a choice. You gonna hear them say that? I gotta eat. You know?
That's probably true that they're not serving the Lord right there. Because the Lord actually tells you right here, I'm gonna read Shabbat. Ecclesiastes, aka Shabbat 2 and 1.
Bring it out.
It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul with temptation. All right? So when he's mentioning prepare your soul with temptation, basically you need to be, your spirit, your mind needs to be right in the time to come. Okay? Your mind needs to be focused on what am I going to do when the famine hits? What am I going to do when there is no food out here? What am I going to do when Esau, the so-called white man, try to force me to get this to fight? Okay? That's why he said, prepare your soul for temptation. Okay? And in verse 2, and he gives you the answer. It says, set thy heart and right and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. Okay? So basically, set your mind right and make not haste in the time of trouble. In verse 3, cleave unto him. Okay? Cleave unto the Lord, Yahweh Yahweh, and depart not away that thou mayest be increased in thy end. And it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Okay, so when the Lord actually tells you, when you're going through hard times, that lets you know that the Lord is by your side. He's not going to leave you because he said take it cheerfully. Okay, and be patient when thou canst change to a lower state.
That actually excludes a lot of the 2/3 because they like to be living in comfort.
Yep.
So when they get changed to a lower state, they go seek out every type of way to get their comfort back.
Anything but the Lord. Anything but the Lord, Yahweh Yahweh. Right? And that's why when you read Proverbs 3 and 5, when he said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. Okay? And so when you go and when you all of these calamities start to happen, then you got to understand when you cling on to the Lord, he's going to deliver you out of it. But if you don't, you got to preach up there, make not haste in the time of trouble. Okay? Those are the people they're going through. Just like in the C19 situation. Oh, I'm about to lose my job. I got to keep it. They're going to do that same thing when they are about to get this thing. All right, in verse 5, we'll be ready again. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Okay, so when adversity is leading on, this is what's going to happen. All right, so you're going to be accepted when you're not able to go along with Esau's diabolical plan. All right, that's when you become a acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. All right, but if you fold, just like what Nick Cannon did, Kyrie Irving, then you pretty much gonna be an example of paper or wood. All of that get burned up in the fire. All right, and you become ash. That's it. But if you become gold, that fire can't touch you.
Yeah, I got one. Go along with what you saying. It's Hebrews 2 and 10. For it became him for whom are all things, and by whom are all things, and bringing many sons unto glory, to make them captains of their salvation perfect through suffering. And all of the things you were saying basically is basically a test to see if you're gonna actually endure to the end. Because a lot of people, they don't have the faith that these scriptures are true. They don't even have the faith that's gonna take for you to believe that we got to go through Yahweh try to get back to Yahweh. In those days, they gonna basically turn to what they can think, to what their thoughts are, instead of the instructions that's done for us in these scriptures.
And that's exactly what during that time of calamity, during that time of adversity, this is how Yahweh the Apostle Paul said it perfectly. Right here, this is Acts 14 and 22. It said, confirming the souls of the disciples. Okay, so during this time, he's going to be able to confirm you through the furnace of adversity. He's going to be able to say, oh, that's my people, just like what we read in Zechariah 13 and 8, Zechariah 13 and 9. Okay, so you said I will bring the third part through the fire. All right, and they shall call on my name, and I shall hear them, and thou shalt say that the Lord, they shall say the Lord is my power, and I shall say that they is my people. All right, lose the paraphrase.
Yeah. In the midst of that confirming, that's that the why the scripture speaks of that mark of redemption. And if you have that mark of redemption, the Lord is going to protect you through everything. But most people ain't gonna have that. They're gonna have the mark of the beast instead of that, and they're gonna be a part of the streets in that day. When the scripture speaks about dead bodies everywhere.
And so this is reading Acts 14 and 22 again from the top. It said, confirming the souls of the disciples and exalting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
So we gotta go through it. We gotta go through Jacob's trouble. We gotta go through the hour of temptation. We gotta go through seeing rumors of wars, and the World War III actually is this ring out on full blown out. You gotta go through these things, man, to get to the kingdom. So like you can't be scared that all these things is gonna happen, because hey, without that happening, we're gonna be stuck here. We gotta see this place fall before we can make it into the kingdom.
And what did Isaiah 55 and 11 say, right? Because he said, my word will not come back void. Okay? So since I quoted Zechariah 13 and 9, here it go right here. Because he said, right, actually Zechariah 13 and 8, we start there. And it says, it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
And 2/3 of those who follow after the world, and these are here who get tossed to and fro by every wind of doctrine, who don't know the truth of the Bible, of the scriptures. That's the 2/3.
Right. And in verse 9, and it says, and I will bring the third part through the fire.
That's the hope of elect, those who seeking after the truth, man. People seeking after the truth, who's building up themselves and building up their faith in the Lord, building up their spirit, staying rooted and grounded. Who ain't gonna be persuaded by people coming down and saying, "Nah, that ain't the truth, man. You wearing a dress, you in a coat." That's the third. That's the 1/3 right there, man. The third part who's gonna be brought through.
And then it says, and I will refine them as silver is refined.
Mm-hmm. And how do you know if silver is pure? You gotta burn that up and let keep on burning and keep on burning, and then once you pull it out, you'll be able to see yourself in the reflection.
And it said, and will we try them as gold is tried, and they,
You got it.
and it said, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord, how about Yahushua is my power.
So you got to call on His name, and a lot of people don't even know His name. So that's another reason. That's another like sign to let you know if you're part of the hope and elect or not. Because if you don't even know His name, that just excludes you right there. Because it said, "Because my people will know."
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 59, 1 and 2. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither is ear heavy, that it cannot hear. But your iniquities have separated between you and your God, and your sins have hid His face from you, that He will not hear. And that's the only thing that's going to keep you from not getting salvation, is because you haven't really gave your all to learn these scriptures. You haven't tried to seek out the Spirit.
You haven't repented.
Yeah.
That scripture is actually a comfort to the elect too, because it says, read it again.
Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened.
Right there. Like the Lord's hand is not short. So when we're going through famine and Jacob's trouble and the hour of temptation, hey, the Lord's hand is not short to where He can't save us. Hey, a bird eats every day, but he don't got to go to the store. He don't got to do nothing. The Lord just feeds him. He go over there, go to the ground, pick something and get it. Somebody throw something. Hey, that's the Lord's hand is like that, man. We don't got to worry whenever we under His shadow of the Almighty, like it says in Psalms 91.
Let me read the rest.
Yeah, go ahead, read it. Finish it out.
That it cannot save, neither is ear heavy, that it cannot hear. But your iniquities have separated between you and your God, and your sins have hid His face from you, that He will not hear you.
And that's the 2/3, man, who separated themselves from their power by their iniquity, man.
And their idolatry.
Dr. Jordan, Oakland, you named off a couple. This Babylon the Great itself is an idol.
If they put a jump man on one of them chips, they all gonna be in
No,
line.
it's over with. Sell out.
Nigga, I got the Chicago Grays, nigga. I got the Chicago Gray chip, nigga.
They gonna be camping out at the store overnight.
That plain white.
Nah, green line. Sure, they don't let Oprah go to her show. It's over with. You know, and all the both of them are idol. Man, Tyler Perry's an idol. With McGee. I mean, think like, man, a cross dresser, man, really?
I ain't never liked that, even when I was little. And when they was bringing
Doing
out
the
the plays, I used to hate looking at that, man.
Yeah. They got idol for being in the dress, you know. So, and that idolatry is gonna lead to them, you know, getting that thing, man. Because this place is an idol. Eating at fancy restaurants, eating out, like say, the lifestyle.
Yep.
They outlawed the lifestyle, the laid back, you know, eating big steak dinners. I know Esau gonna take that away. It's gonna be big cockroach dinners now, big roach patties. You know, they gonna look at that like, you know, shoot, I gotta do it, man. I had to do what he say do, and he's still gonna do him bad. But yeah, we looking for the Lord to deliver us, a true deliverance. Where we in rulership. I say Jay can't even see rulership. Like Jay can only see this the best he's gonna get. Jay can only see himself as a slave. Anything he gotta do, he gotta wait and get it signed off by Esau. I know Jay said I would say, what did Esau got to say? Like anything they don't look at it legitimate till Esau like gives the, you know, the approval of what it is. I'm like, damn, Jay can't think for himself. I can't stand them Jakes. There's a lot of them older, the 40, 50-year-old them Jakes, you know what I'm saying? They always got what the white man say.
I know it's his owner.
Yeah, the white man saying it's good. The white, I'm like, man, he gonna lead you right to that thing, man. And that's why a lot of them did that 1-9 situation. Because, you know, go ahead, Doc.
Let's go back to what y'all was saying about the celebrities. I meant to read this earlier. It's Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee, and thou shalt see it no more again, and there shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. The part where it says no man shall buy you actually goes back into redeem. And the reason why all of these celebrities, like I was saying, Nick Cannon and Kyrie and Kanye, even, you know, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, the reason why they couldn't redeem us is because they didn't come in the spirit. You know, they came in essentially what we've seen in, you know, in later times. Esau was back in all that, basically.
And another thing to elaborate on that point when he said that no man shall buy you, basically being redeemed, basically only that place is only given to Yahweh Shah.
He's gonna come in the spirit on the day of the Lord, and that's what's gonna redeem us back to Yahweh Shah for real.
And that's why we call on Yahweh Shah. This is why he's the door. This is what he said. He said, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No man coming to the Father but by me." Only he can redeem the nation of Israel back to the Father. And that was his place and his place only.
Not Esau. Right.
That goes back into that precept you read earlier where it said the Lord's arms are not too short to where he can save you. Hey, the Lord got to do the saving too.
And that actually brings me to, it made me think of Act 12 when you said you got to call on the name of Yahweh Shah. Okay, so this is Act chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, "This is the stone which shall set at naught of the builders, which will become the head of the corner." And that's talking about Yahweh Shah right here. In verse 12, "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved."
That name is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. That's the only thing we're going to save in these times. Because if not, that's like we've been talking about the whole camp. Your stomach going to be touching your back in a second. And the only thing that can save you is the Lord. He said, his people will eat and his people will drink, and you shall be hungry. So if you're that part of that you, hey, you're going to be over here stomach growling, looking like an Ethiopian kid for $1 a day. Get this man, and that's going to be it.
Talk about your commercial.
Give $1 a day and feed somebody here. That's going to be you.
They better eat all them flies flying around there.
You're going to be looking like one of them Indians that did a hunger strike and their ribs just fall out.
And it's at Proverbs 18:10. And it said, the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, is a strong tower. The righteous one into it and is safe. So you calling on the name of Yahweh Shah, you will be safe. It's guaranteed. All right. You know, all you got to do is look at the generation of old. You know,
They go to that family word. Once the family word hit, then the names, you know, if you don't know the name, anybody will come tell you the name. You're supposed to get the name while you have living. Once family word hit, you ain't got the name, you over there, you basically gonna be out here naked.
Yeah.
And it's about to
Shit, anybody in my house or around me calling on Jesus and they get kicked out. And like, boom, no, you ain't bringing nothing around me.
They want that bad vibe or that bad spirit coming around. Nah, man, you might mess up the spirit.
It's like that scripture said, he just joined with them to be thrust through. It's talking about Esau, but hey, if you join with somebody unequally yoked with somebody and they calling on Jesus, and you call on Yahweh about you outside, hey, you want equally yoked.
that's why I was just saying Amos 3:3 is that can two people walk together except they agree.
Right. So the family word hit, it's gonna be that name, not going out, you know, in the highway and hedges like that. The breakdowns ain't gonna be going out like that. You know, I seen through the spirit, some takes is like sin. It's like, hey, I come to inquire, man. Let me, hey, these other camps ain't getting it. Who are y'all with? You know, they was out here saying that. So, see, that was a blessing that we out here. You know, she could do that. Right. If we wasn't out here, she wouldn't be able to do that. She'd be stuck with, you know, the T-shirt and friends group. Yeah. She's asking about, like, you know, I'm kind of confused. And I see y'all, bro. She's asking who we with. You know, and I gave Great Millstone. I gave her Elder Malcolm's page. Right. I said, start with that, roll from there, you get the truth. The people she's naming, I'm like, they ain't got it. I know why you. I understand it, you know. But hey, that's a blessing. We was out here, she came out here, they was going with her husband to get something from the spot over there, I ain't gonna say the name. And she seen us out. I got a question. I've been watching these people and they got me confused. You know? And she said it to me like that, I'm confused. And it's the people that say they know they're Hebrew Israelites, but then they muddy it up with all that other stuff. You know? One of them little, I don't know what they trying to do, build a YouTube page or what. And who the name again, I know who they was. I was like, yeah, I know why you confused. Don't listen to them. Here, listen here. And that's, hey, the word was out. In a minute, we're not going to be out here. You can't do that. They're going to look for us, but we're not going to be out here. And they're going to be searching for, like you said earlier, searching for where they at. They used to be out here every Sunday. Where they at? I'm hungry. I need the breakdown. What's the name? Yeah, something.
She make you follow direction. What Yahweh Shah said right here. What he said, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. She followed direction.
Yeah, she had a sneaky do it too. You hear dude talking. The husband been out. She's like unequally yoked. He don't want to know about it. He all like these niggas. Yeah. You gonna go over there. She get the truth. You know. Yeah. Who y'all with? He ain't want to hear it. He probably good right now. Probably got bread. Then that's gonna go. You know, that was very spiritual. It's like every time we do a lesson, like something spirit comes to really show it. She came and asked, inquired. We out here. You know?
It's the in season, out of season.
Yeah, it's raining and we out here. That's why it's like, man, them brothers right there probably. But who y'all with? Yeah, who y'all with?
A lot of these groups, they don't go out in bad weather.
No,
they don't follow that precept right there.
And I see now, looking at their fruits, they're confusing a lot of early people, which I knew they would. They're in confusion right now. And that was the Spirit of the Lord on her to ask her to, you know, seek the truth. Like, let me see who they with. Who are y'all with? Y'all don't look like the brothers with the purple and gold on. We ain't too.
Not at all.
You know,
I still never forget that time when that old the Black Panther dude rolled up on it, man. Like, hey, IUIC, they blame the ministry, man.
Get the ministry blame.
Yeah, they get the ministry
blame.
Like, we could have got in a fight. We could have got shot at because of them.
And so in confusion.
Yeah, man.
What they're doing. That's one first word she said. I'm confused. I'm like, you should not be confused at this time. Mm-hmm. But let's get it straight, though. You hear? Hey, the Lord, like, man, we're gonna get you right. Follow this path right here, and you're gonna be what you're gonna be good.
Keep on the straight gate and don't turn left to the
right. Yeah, hey, throw them in the trash. Hold them other groups in the track. They confused. Should be no confusion at this point. Y'all get more precepts? We ain't done with that right there, man. I want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Hakadash, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Baba Bab. Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala, baby. Hey, stay locked in. Yahushua's cooking on the way, baby.
Shalom.
The water for tuning in. The water for tuning in.
I didn't want to ask the George Camp though, but hey, what's up with the Elon Musk and the train ship? They stopped talking about that all of a sudden. Is that one cast to the library?
Yeah, Elon Musk still going. They just it
No,
ain't.
I'm talking about the dude that was playing the PS5 with his brain.
There ain't no telling. He could have died.
Yeah, they probably trying to
And they'll replace him. Yeah,
he
they
probably
say.
died or something.
Yeah. They ain't gonna tell it either. They gonna come out with a clone.
another
Come
nigga.
out, yeah, another one. We still good. We still going.
They
Go